Step aside here in this first quarter. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there.
A gain of 4 brings up second down at the 20-yard line.
Now on second and 16, Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Complete to Jack Doyle.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. They'll try to run for him with Conner. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with the new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 37-yard line.
Second and 11. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Conner. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12. And the Steelers first down.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Titan.
Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Return. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll get this to Connor underneath. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 48-yard line.
On the jet sweep, this is Johnson, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Jeffrey Simmons on the stop. A gain of 4 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Screen pass to Connor. And he works free. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jayon Brown came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Pass complete to James.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Eric Ebron.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. First and goal, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. Leading them out, their second-year quarterback from Ohio State at 23 years of age, it's Dwayne Haskins.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and it's not. That told me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Ball carrier.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 20 carries, 113 yards, and a score.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space, because the defense will key on them.
These two teams all tied after 1.
7-7.
Nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
The tackle made
credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, brings up 2nd and 9 at the Steelers' 47-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith. 3rd down here. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Here's Haskins out of the gun. The open man is Smith. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line.
1st and 10 at the...
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
For A.J. Brown.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT.
Is good. Makes the score Titans 10.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
At their own 25-yard line.
There's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Third and 2. Now Roethlisberger. Ebron's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Steelers.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jayon Brown picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And it's third down.
On third down, Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth.
It's fourth down.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Their own 10-yard line.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
A gain of 4 brings up third and
the Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. From the gun, it's Haskins. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You got to get it done with your offensive unit.
A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. To the right side to Eric Ebron.
Roethlisberger's pass.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at third down here. And that is incomplete.
Roethlisberger's pass.
You can see the thought process there. With his speed, they were hoping he could pop one. Instead, the coverage was good, and they forced the incompletion.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1 yard line.
Their own 1 yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1 yard line.
Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. He'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, they're on him, too. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? And you don't see this one very often, but that one was blocked, deflected, whatever you want to call it, and they were able to pick it up and advance it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And as a punter, with the heels of your shoes in the back of that end zone, tough spot to be in. The nightmare scenario plays out. And his kick is right through. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll begin up in the Queen City at Paul Brown Stadium. Jacksonville on the road to take on Cincinnati. And it's the Bengals who have the lead in the second quarter. Tyler Boyd, a touchdown reception. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Philip Dorsett, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they've got the lead over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Robbie Anderson, a touchdown reception. In the game you've been watching, it was Ben Roethlisberger who led the way offensively in the first half. His guys have the lead on the road as we get you back up to Nashville and say hello once again to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
From the gun, Haskins. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a get. Of 10.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Derrick Henry, the ball carrier.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. And we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield. Has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to the Texans, but they're on top right now as they start this drive out 1st and 10. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a first.
Down. It's a gain of 20.
Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there. Excellent. Because he read all the keys properly. Made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial game.
On 1st and 10 is Counter, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Number 30,
in the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 38-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Good catch by Deontay Johnson, and he really helped fill a void during his rookie season when he had 59 catches that led the team, and he was first among all rookie receivers last season as well. Not bad for the 10th wide receiver selected in the 2019 draft. Really good play. Expects to continue to get better in this Pittsburgh offense.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Conner again. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And hitting Juju on the slant. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 20-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
First down, Steelers.
On first down, Connor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up first and goal.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Roethlisberger will throw. And that'll be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Boswell's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jayon. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block. But if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
First down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Down to the 25.
James Conner.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
At their own 4-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line.
Number 22.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
On the stop. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 10-yard line.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Haskins. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
First down.
The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. First and goal. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
James Conner.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever...
That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown.
Complete to number
Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Play is under review.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Chris Boswell on for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And they're able to up the lead by one more. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Boswell now to kick it. It's Adam Humphries on the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here again comes Dwayne Haskins and company. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Haskins dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. This a quick pass to Davis. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Corey Davis, 8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the Steelers' 35-yard line.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Haskins
pass.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And that's caught by Smith. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a 2nd half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in.
To 1-3, and they will get a home date next week.